There are a lot of similarities between working in publishing and working in communications because you are communicating a message, you're engaging with a community, you're providing a service to that community. My name is Brianne D'Angelo, and I am the Marketing and Communications Manager for Work and Culture. I have a background in communications, specifically for an organization that served magazine publishers in Canada. In 2021, Work and Culture applied for funding through the Ontario Trillium Foundation for a website redevelopment project. At that point, the website had served the organization well for over 10 years, which is amazing, but it was starting to show its age, and a complete rethink and redesign of the site was needed. So we worked with OCAD University's Inclusive Design Research Center. They facilitated a community-led co-design process, both with job seekers, so people who are interested in finding jobs in arts and culture, and job posters, people who were hiring for positions, paid positions within arts and culture. That process continued with actual design and development work, which was done by our developers, Surface Impression. So they took the design brief that the IDRC had created and translated that into an actual website, a working website with features and functionality that would hopefully meet the needs expressed in the design brief. We often refer to the job board in particular as the #1 job board for artists, creatives, and cultural workers. It's quite unique in that it's one of the only job boards, I think, in the country that is specifically targeted to that audience and curated around those kinds of jobs. For the past few years, we've had over 1,700 jobs posted on the job board every year, which is kind of amazing. And most people tend to know the organization through the job board. During the co-design process, what we heard from job seekers in particular was that they wanted to be able to search for and find jobs in multiple different ways. They wanted to be able to browse, they wanted to be able to search through filters, they wanted to be able to use a search bar. Also that they could identify jobs that met with their specific needs and preferences. So it needed to be a lot more open, inclusive of different user preferences. They also expressed a desire for more transparency in job postings around job requirements and the application process. And for job posters, they really liked that the job board was easy to use, but we did want to offer more features for them as well so that they could show more about who they were, what they did, why folks would want to work for them. In terms of staff needs for the website, we really wanted to highlight more of the work that we do. Sometimes, if you only know us through the job board, you might not realize that there are a lot of other resources that are available. So there's quite a bit to explore, and we wanted to make that easier for people to find, more visible on the site, a little bit more engaging as well in the way that we were able to present those resources so that people could find them more easily, access them more easily. Our web developers referred to it as tending a garden. It's not so much a project that ends as a project that continues and requires constant growth and tending. And so as soon as the site launched, I think I had thought, oh, it's out in the world, this is wonderful. But there was actually still quite a lot of work to be done as soon as it was out. For me, it's been an interesting way of rethinking how I conceive of the website, because now I'm thinking about it more as a space that can and should change. So for the folks who use the job board and love the job board, I'm excited to see how they explore the job listings, because there now are many different ways to enter the job board and to find what you're looking for on the job board. Work and Culture is just the most amazing team, probably one of the best that I've ever been part of. And I feel really lucky to work with such amazing people because it's how I like to work. There is a lot of collaboration, both internally and externally. And yet within that, there is freedom to kind of follow where your individual interests lie, as well as support from the team. So it's just a really amazing work environment.